I've been challenging myself to grind this Paldean event as much as possible. We're on day 4, and everything's been going pretty well so far. Today, I want to talk about the wild spawns being Fuecoco, Quaxley, and Sprigatito. And also, last video, I really went hard on not being able to find Zygarde cells. So today, I tried to find a solution, and I even brought on a special guest later in the video to help me test the solution. If you liked today's video, please leave a like down below so that I can know. And without further ado, let's just get into it. So I got off to a great start today. I was out at the park by 8 a.m., which is a few hours earlier than I've been getting out there, so I got to avoid a lot of the sun. And I was feeling really excited. I even said I think that today would be the perfect day for me to get a shiny Lechonk. But I didn't actually expect to get that lucky. And of course, I'm just trying to catch absolutely everything for the rewards. The strategy I've been using so far is using a red ball on everything that's not Sprigatito, Quaxley, or Fuecoco, and for those, using a Raspberry plus a Great Ball or an Ultra Ball, depending on the CP. But where I'm playing, I have access to what I would consider is a good amount of Pokestops for resources. I'm running out of Raspberries and not able to keep up. And so people who are less fortunate to have as many Pokestops around them, I can understand this being a troubling time. And I think it's a shame because Fuecoco, Quaxley, and Sprigatito are actually really cool Pokemon. I can't speak as much to Quaxley and Sprigatito, but Fuecoco is what I chose whenever I played through Pokemon Scarlet, and I stuck with that Pokemon for 40 hours of gameplay. Maybe not 40, but I got a bond with that Pokemon, and I think its final evolution is really cool. It has a signature move, Torch Song, which I really enjoyed seeing the animation as I used it. And I wasn't the only one, because I found this video by Lemon Squid where he animated the Torch Song animation, or he animated SKELEDIRGE using Torch Song, and it sings Opra, and it's so awesome. I put the link in the description below, so please go check that out. But it just shows there is a community love for these Pokemon, but Pokemon Go doesn't introduce it that way. In Pokemon Scarlet, as soon as I was able to breed my original Fuecoco, I started shiny hunting it, and I wouldn't stop until I finally hatched my shiny Fuecoco. In Pokemon Go, these are going to be shiny locked until their community days. And on top of that, speaking of community days, if you catch a good Pokemon right now, Sprigatito for example or something, you get a perfect. I've seen people get excited to get a hundo so far, but if you do get the hundo, Pokemon Go encourages you not to evolve it, because you know it's going to get a community day where Sprigatito will get Frenzy Plant, Fuecoco will get Blast Burn, and Quaxley will get Hydro Cannon. So if you get one, you're encouraged not to evolve it. And I think that is not the best way to handle this. Pokemon Go should be encouraging us to evolve these, walk them as a buddy, get to know them. Like, these are great Pokemon. But instead, we get complaints because they're rightfully earned. Pokemon's hard to catch. You run out of resources. The variety is really bad, because right now you see Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley constantly. But as soon as this 10-day event ends, where are they gonna go? When's the last time that you've seen a Fennekin after Fennekin Day, or a Chespin, or a Tepig? Like, you might be lucky to encounter one of those Pokemon a month when you're playing regularly. So these Pokemon are almost to the point where they're annoying right now when they're introduced. There's no encouragement to evolve them, and then they disappear. Which leads me to I just want to break the cycle a little bit. I love Fuecoco. That's my favorite. And I think one of the cool things right now is I'm not the biggest Go Battle League, but Dan Ottawa, someone who hits Legend every season, is actually showing off that you can use Skeledirge in the Great League as a Alolan Marowak replacement before it even gets its special blast move. And so I want to know your thoughts. Out of the three, do you have a favorite? And if you do, just explain a little bit of why. Maybe share, and we can all have a better appreciation for these Pokemon than maybe what we have before. But regardless of my rant, I've been having a great time playing this. I don't want my rant to take away from that. And I also think I might be close to finding a solution to fix my Zygarde cell problem. For the route normally follow, when you get to this point right here, you keep following the trail that way.
However, people do this running all the time, and it's like there's not enough traffic for it to be dangerous. You can keep going here and walk along the tree line and walk all the way down and get on the track at the farther bridge. And it's actually more shade. So I'm going to try that, and hopefully a longer route might actually give me the rewards. So I'm going to make my way to the other side of the park where the bridge would get on at, and I'm going to make that the entrance. And I'm going to try to see if I can create my first route.
Here's where I want to give praise to routes. The creation is very streamlined and extremely easy. You just pick where you want to start and where you want to end, and then you walk it, and then you give it a name, and it's very straightforward. And also, I was able to get my route published into the game with only an hour of waiting, which really shocked me. But it wasn't the only surprise I got.
Oh man, I wish I was recording. Literally, I finished recording the route and turned off my screen capture. First thing I do is click on Lechonk. It's shiny, and I wish I could do my live reaction. This has been a really good day, and that shiny Lechonk is just perfect timing. I think it's time to go take a break and just end on a good note. This has been an amazing day so far, and I can't wait for the rest of it.
So I went home to take a break, but I wanted to go back out later after I got the notification that my route was published, and this time I took a special guest with me.
Alright, so I came back out to try out my new route. It was only an hour since I made it and it got published, so hopefully we can get a Zygarde cell. Also, to walk my new route and to try to get a Zygarde cell, I have a special guest. So like everyone to say hi to my mom. She agreed, this is not forceful. My mom's been playing Pokemon Go less than I have, but she is higher level than me. I'm 47, you're what level?
48.
Okay, but that might change with this event with me playing. How do you feel about me if I pass? Are we still going to be on good terms, or?
I would expect you to pass me.
All right. Well, I have heard a little rumor from a third party in our family that you were not going to like that I was going to pass you, and I was asked to slow down. So, do you have any thoughts about that?
No, I work 10 hours a day. You don't. So if you don't pass me, it would be.
All right. So we'll still be good after this.
But, definitely.
Okay. Make sure.
So I'm very lucky to have parents that play Pokemon Go with me. It's been absolutely amazing. And I really want to thank my mom here for coming out and being willing to be part of the video. In the future, I would like to have a one-on-one sit-down interview style video with my mom and my dad, each having their own video to really explain their experience playing Pokemon Go, because I think it's very interesting. But in the meantime, my mom asked me to share her friend code here because she's been very jealous of all the people sending me friend requests from my previous videos. So if you wouldn't mind adding her, she would be absolutely ecstatic to get some friend requests for this video. That's pretty much gonna do it here. We didn't get a Zygarde cell. I'm not going to really talk about it. I'm now taking the stance that either Zygarde cells are bugged and Niantic needs to do something about it, or Zygarde cells are not bugged and Niantic still needs to do something about it. So until either I get one or Niantic says something officially, I'm just not going to mention Zygarde cells in this channel anymore. I don't want it to be negative, so don't even bother commenting about it again, to be honest. But I appreciate her walking around with me for it. It was a great day. This is my final total now. I am not as far along as I thought I would be when I started this challenge, but as it's played out, I'm very happy. Happier than when I started the challenge. And I have a lot of you guys to thank for that, for your support. This is my friend code. If you want to add it, I am getting closer to a full list than I anticipated. Once it's full, I'm going to be done. I don't know, for those who have already sent me friend requests, how I'm going to continue managing the gifts, but I'm going to try to keep sending everyone gifts. And that's it. So I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.